Hello, I am the Dark Fae and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club class. So in this one, I'm going to be doing, trying to do like the true ending and also maybe trying to unlock some poems. So we'll see how it goes. I don't quite know. I have like a lot of random saves in this one because I was doing like one with all Sayori, one with all Natsuki, and then one with all Yuri. So we will see what happens. I might end up just playing a little bit on my own. So I think this is the first day. So let's write one for, I'm gonna maybe try to write one for all three girls, like one each. I'm not sure how to make it so that Yuri like doesn't hate me. So maybe I'll write one for Sayori / Natsuki the first day, then Yuri the next. And then Natsuki the third or something? I don't know, we'll see. Natsuki's gonna hate it. Oh, it's not really any worse. Okay. Anything that's not a train wreck, I'll take it somewhere. That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You literally just wrote a poem about how it should be fine for people to have weird hobbies. Ugh. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess because normally when you skip dialogue in this game, it like skips things you've seen before and it'll stop if there's anything you haven't seen. So I guess we haven't seen this. I guess I should try to not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. Okay, this we have heard. Ooh, I like this one, May. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better, so you can't skip this. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, Faye. Never, ever. But you lie and say that you're fine all the time. Which is really sad. Oh. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems. Okay, so it kind of ends up being the same dialogue. It's fine. We'll just write poems that are kind of for everyone, so nobody gets mad at me. Kitty. Music. Pout. Vivid. Candy. Incongruent. Parfait. Sunny. Unrestrained. And after image. I do like that one. And then she's late and she's playing piano because she's spying on us. And then I think I ended up with Yuri again, probably. Yeah. Let's go Monica. See what she says. Leaving. This is your best one so far. She's sad today, right? Because this is day 3. And Natsuki hates this one, probably. This one's alright. Well, yeah, about as good as yesterday's. Okay, so I'm like... Okay, is this new? This isn't gonna be new. Oh, well done, Faye. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing your writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first. It's doing voices and stuff when I'm not wearing my big headphones. It sounds so different. I feel like I'm off, but I think I'm doing the voices the same way. Who knows? But now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing, and I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Faye? Huh? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. Depends on what you're writing, though. Like, poetry is a bit more, like, artistic, so, like, there's more room to, like, express yourself and be more freeform about it. But, like, if you're writing a novel or, like, a story, it does kind of matter. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? Although, it is subjective, so some people will like your writing more and some people will like it less, but you do need to have, like, at least some basic foundations. You can't just be all over the place and think you can make a good story. Anyways, as always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. Kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yeah, that's so. Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Huh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome, I love that. My opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as... Okay, air... Air did not want to come out of my lungs properly. It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. Your fearsome opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Ooh. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Beach. I think this one is new. I don't remember Yuri writing about a beach. Well, we'll find out anyway. Beach, a marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath grey, rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. I like that. Oops. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my piece to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. Oh. That's, like, very metaphorical, but also the tiniest bit dark, despite it being a beach, you know, because you walk for anyways. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about. Lots of people write about beaches, don't they, in poems? But I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles, or thought processes. Oh, that's right. I forgot that they redid that. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. I didn't read that part, oops. But I have some recollection of that happening. I think when they fight and they're like, okay, we should write about the same thing to compare our writing styles. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay. This, we've all done. We've all seen this. I think the beach poem was maybe the last one that I needed to get. I'm not sure though. I'll have to go, I'm gonna go back and look in a sec. And then she's super sad, and we're gonna save it here. And then let me exit real quick. Pictures. Oh yay, we did, we got it. So we got Beach Yuri's third poem, and then we got her special poem. Acquire all of Yuri's other poems. My conductor motions for crescendo after. My conductor motions for one crescendo after the next, each time falling short of a climax. The lump in my throat is carried by Sisyphus. How many words must I choose not to say before they finally break loose, orderlessly piling out of my mouth like a flock of schoolchildren at the start of recess? Pen cannot be erased, but even that metaphor fails comically as my floor is littered, blanketed with wasted paper. A canvas of my mind, full of disjointed thoughts and unfinished sentences. Perhaps all along it was wrong to try forcing them out of my room. And I should instead invite you in. Okay. So, okay, cool, we did get it. Maybe we were gonna get it in the game and I messed it up a little, but... Okay, let's continue with all the spookiness now with the game. Because I think I have everything needed. I was gonna say, I love you. I love you. Those are my true feelings. But this is... Oh. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. Right, because I haven't done this part yet in the game. Last time when I played through it, I went Natsuki's route. No, I went kind of Yuri's route, sort of. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend some time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Hey! You're the first one here. With no music. Just you and me alone. Thanks for being early. It's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. Oh, I guess we could technically skip this. They must be the ones she prepared, but it's just such a good part. I have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again, that dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not that nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's that way I'm used to thinking. Should I have gone to wake her up after all? Take a little responsibility after your exchange. You kinda left her hanging. I just realized. How did I not see that before? You kind of left her hanging this morning? Monica! I don't know why I never got that. Oh, that's so fucking messed up, but it's so good at the same time. Like, well done, but fuck. That's kind of this whole game. It's well done, but fuck. Oh. If that's not foreshadowing, I don't know what is. You know about that? Of course I do. Because I see everything. Oh my god. Do you want to check out the pamphlets? Nudge, nudge, hint, hint, wink, wink. Yeah. I don't think any of these are different, right? And then Sayori's is like... Yeah. Is there supposed to be music here? I can't remember. Okay, skip. Just feels right, as in I wake up and then... I also hadn't noticed either that her hands, her fingernails are bloody in this. And I forget where I read it. I think it might be Monica who says it, but that she like kind of messed it up and like didn't fall from a height, because I think people know by now just from watching, you know, in movies or like shows, like especially like period pieces where, you know, hanging is kind of more common, that they die because like the neck snaps. But I think she ended up suffocating, so she was like, you know, survival instincts kicked in, and it's morbid. Anywho, the hell is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. She literally just told you that she's been suffering from depression for like her whole fucking life. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. Expressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. And why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. But why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I had just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life. What happens if I just load this right now? Ah, gotcha. Oh, I just skipped the whole dialogue. Apologies, but we've seen it. Okay, so we can now skip this too. What happens if I choose Sayori? You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. Oh, hi, Monica. Do I get the poem? No, I don't. What happens if I pick, Sayori words? Or are there just no more Sayori words? Trying to think. Maybe there's not anymore. I'm gonna do Yuri's maybe? Because I think last time I did, like I was continuing with the Natsuki route, but then it gave me Yuri's things anyway, which I thought was strange. Hi Kenvei, glad to see you didn't run away on us after the scares. It might be a little strange, but I'ma play. Oh, and did you see the screen move slightly? I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah! Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so. I've played this now so many times that I can't keep track of like what people say on what days. Especially because like you start the game over, right? That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. I was curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Not suspicious at all. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, See, this I've seen before. Portrait of Markov. And then this. I know that there's the spookies, but we've seen the spookies a lot already. So I'm just going to switch. How come I can't show Yuri my poem? Wait a minute. Oh. Was that always the thing? Was Yuri's button like covered by Monica or something? It's not what I expected. Exceptional. Seen this? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Faye. Ah, me too. I'm doing the best for me. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing skills. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. That like minor beat right there. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's why I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow and why can't I skip this? Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. I guess it's like a cutscene equivalent. What's with his language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is... cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant... the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Faye did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Faye liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... Oh, you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Faye appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything we do overly cutesy. Ugh. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Faye started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Faye hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns toward me as if she just noticed I was standing there. Hey, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I get dragged into this? It's not like I know anything about literature. It doesn't matter. And Monica. Oh, not yet? Hello. Will she just stare at me forever if I don't click? I think so. That's mildly hilarious. Hey Faye. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? See how outside the game she is now? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. So you try out the sneaky backhanded ways to get rid of people that you don't like, huh, Monica? You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. No ulterior motives whatsoever. But anyways, I know I could click through all that really quick, but I actually do like that scene, and I like switching back and forth between the voices and like working on acting it out and such. Voice acting. Maybe I'm trying to get into it. I don't know. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. You have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Faye, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. I love the like sinister undertones or undertones that Monika's words get, especially like after you've played through the game and kind of know what she's up to. It's chef's kiss. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Faye. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate you understand. This game's so good. I wish that, like, I know this is like the sequel, but I want like another game by Dan Salvato and team that's like this. Although I guess it might be hard to like do, because with this game already, like you can't really do it twice. Maybe you can with a different story, a different setting. I think you could. I think it would be great. Justine greets me with the weight of yesterday's quarrel, so hell, yeah. I can skip this, I think, because I've seen this. Oh, this is new. Maple sailcloth, blindside, lifeline, a non-reciprocity flawlessly offered sclerosia. Whoa. Whoa, I haven't seen this actually. I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better. Maybe I'll just keep playing and then I'll just leave the scares if I get any new ones. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are, I didn't mean to be late. I was not. What took you so long? Last period was study hall, but I was trying to code to get out of the game. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. Also, I'm playing piano so I can spy on you. Every day, I imagine a place where I can always be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. I've been practicing, you didn't miss much, no. Is your compliments good? You're in a good mood. I planned on it anyway. Okay. Oh, she's got the eager eyes already. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Yeah, that's really what you want to focus on, Yuri, I'm sure. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls out a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? And then she's, cutting herself. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Do you like oolong tea? I do. I just had roast oolong milk tea with boba yesterday. Yesterday? Saturday. 2 days ago. Okay. Oh, hello again. Yeah. It's time to share poems. Who should I show my poem to first? Monica. I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. Yeah, I know. Please help me. Okay. It's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Whew. Huh? You what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Ha! It's glad to see someone recognizes my expertise. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Just make sure you find a little bit of influence from everyone. I think you're at least being influenced by Yuri a little bit, aren't you? I mean, I know you've been, like, spending some time with her or whatever. But you know, Monica and I are just as good as her. At poems, I mean, of course. So you should really try to learn something or you'll never get better. Here's the one I wrote. I'll make sure you learn something from it. Make me like spiders. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. We've seen this. Anyone go get the subject of the poem. Who cares what someone likes? As long as it makes them happy. Such as 2 of the girls in this very club, whom I respectfully won't name. As in, the only other 2 girls who exist in this club and in this game. But I won't name them, so you will never know who they are. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Respect. Jeez, now you're making me complain too much. No, I'm not. That is just your personality, Natsuki. What did I do? Precisely. But it's why I respect you. Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so... Whatever. When we're done sharing, so you can leave now. Well, it's Yuri. Let's see what crazy nonsense she's got. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. I think this is different because last time I wrote the poems according to Natsuki, but this time I wrote this one according to Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Hey, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? But see, we've heard this from, like, the first playthrough. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Faye. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Faye? I'm not being weird, right? Right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too, okay? Wheel, rotating wheel. There are some stains. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your bag yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. Writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Oh, this one. Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how Yuri feels now. I'm supposed to be the responsible one, though, so I don't think I'll be doing it again unless I decide to kill myself. I left a memento of the occasion below. So I'm pretty sure this is actually Monica writing this. Referring to Yuri, yeah. She could try it. Okay, everyone. I don't remember it being written. Oh, look at my cursor! My cursor's a glitchy Sayori. That's fucked up. We're all done. Oh, the music is like... Wow, it's like... Boo boo. And like everything's super distant. What is that sound? No, I don't like that sound! It's like someone like just because of the poem makes me think like someone like ripping their flesh. Ugh. It was something we need to go over today. If everyone could come sit at the front of the room, it's about the festival. Oh, thank you. I don't do well with last minute preparations. I don't remember if I get that one, but ugh, gross. Still only have 4 members. I don't think, okay. I don't feel like there's... Oh. Hello. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything, as everything slowly starts to darken. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why— wait, not yet, no, stop it. And the last poem. Yep. Party, vivid, shopping, unrequited color. 1 out of 20 fireworks. I think I've gotten that one before. That's not anything new. Oh, we got the scary Yuri face. I love looking at these Easter eggs. Hi, Faye. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to— Ugh. She really late again. Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Me? Nothing. Is it really that bad? See, it is something. I don't think we haven't seen this before. I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. Well, I just felt like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. It's not like I like you, you baka. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Well, Faye just walked in too. Are you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Studying this club, still trying to make time for piano. Passion motivates me to work for the festival, and we talked yesterday and we want to do the festival now, and will you do it too, please? Okay, yay. Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes! Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Can you have the water picture? It happens again. Oh, hello. Wait. How did I? Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I shouldn't have skipped that part. Dang it. I would hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started spending time together, but you can also see it on my original playthrough. It's pretty much the same. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them. Like how you're making the hallway go dark and flicker and shift back and forth. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that matter most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. This is like a very nice, like, real conversation if, you know, we knew things weren't messed up. But recently, something's been wrong. I don't know what it is. But every time we come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy. Like it's going to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Hey, is it just me? Or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club. But recently, I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. That's right, I forgot that Yuri kind of starts to actually pick up on Monica's, like, change in behavior. Which is interesting, right? Because she's like, you know, as Monica would say, she's not real and she's like programmed to be a certain way, but like maybe with Monica like messing with her code and her personality, she starts to change too. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. As you say as you look at me with crazy eyes. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. But finally we're alone. Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Actually, I hate that song. I'm sorry. I used, like, my dad used to play when I was a kid, and I was like, I don't like this song. I never warmed up to it. We can stay here. We can stay here until the club ends, and then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. And there's Monica. That was a joke. Just a joke. It's not a joke. I do like knives, though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. I think this scene is so cool too because like you can see like Yuri's like obsessive and like kind of messed up behavior showing, and it's because of what Monica has been doing, and it's just kind of just the symbolism of it. It's really cool. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never even seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've gotten them all from various artisans. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. Use doing what, Yuri? I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. And now it's like Monica talking, basically. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, Faye. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore, because we have each other. Every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school, and read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. And now we get the happy... Monica, could you go transparent a little? I can't read behind you. And now we get the happy ending that I've patiently waited years for. Would you do that with me? Hey, look. Who should I show my poem to first? This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah, about as good as yesterday's. Spooky things? I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. Oh, that's right, this is the help Yuri poem. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Faye? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. just Monica. Who should I show my poem to next, Yuri? Not Monica. Finally. I love it. I love everything about it. I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it, please? Sure, I don't care. Oh wow, I actually still respond right now? You're too nice to me. I could die. Not really, but really. But really. I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to feel this way, it's not bad. Read this part we've heard. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself apricots so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really gonna want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Yeah. No thank you. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you didn't tell, the poem is about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. Aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. Who should I show my poem to next? Hey, Monica. Don't say I didn't warn you, Faye. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Is it a different one? Maybe, I don't remember. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. And there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was, and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. Oh. This one I definitely did not read before. I don't remember the nails sticking out of the walls. Interesting, though. That one does not seem as, like, creepy or sinister as some of the others. Festival preparations. Let's hurry up and get this over with. Why is the mood so weird today? I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. You can, well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want. Monica, I'm not useless. I know that. But I already know what I like to do. You make decorations. There, great idea. We all have something to do. What about Faye? Faye's gonna help me. No, you have the easiest job, but that's just how it is. Nope. We all want to spend time with Faye. Mine too. Want your cupcakes, please? Like, you would fucking know. All you care about is dragging Faye around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are. Okay, this time I'm gonna not pick Monica. Okay, so watch my mouse. If I move it up and then I let go, it just goes straight back to Monica. But I'm gonna try to pick somebody else. There we go. I remember this freaked me out the first time I did it. Yay, you picked me! We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Faye for yourself, but you decided to do the decorations. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Faye away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Yuri's like, Natsuki's like the one sane person left. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I wanted is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Faye. Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out of the door. Finally. Finally. This is really all I wanted. There's no need to spend the weekend and just go to my house. Okay, we felt that. Felt this, seen this before. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die. Why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? 'Cause it is. Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first, but the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Faye. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. Did I say no the first time? I think I did, right? Because I did Natsuki's route the first time, so let's say yes. I think it's the same thing anyway, though. Yeah. Always. It would take way too long to click through all this. Oh. Alright, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me. I thought it was pretty. I don't want to scream for real, but. Oh! Natsuki runs away. I'm here. Babe, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Faye? Oh jeez, I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. And then everyone gets removed. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Okay. So now we're at the just. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year and well, you know. Can I save? No, I can't. We can just skip over that stuff. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Faye. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Anyway, now that I owe you an explanation, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. Nothing worked. Since I'm not very good at making changes to the game, we just kept spending more and more time with them. Yep. All the time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this? Okay, let me check something. If I go back to settings and I exit. Yes, I want to check one thing. If I have... so these are some new poems that I got, indeed. Does this mean I have to play the game like at least twice more to get the secret poems? Because I don't know if I want to do that. Okay. Okay, I'm just making sure I have all of the CGs, right? And it should save. I have some new mail, but I'll finish that later. And I'm confessing you, it's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Faye. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand, because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, You'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world, in this game. My friends don't even have real free will, and knowing what's really out there in your world is forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Faye, but now you're here. You're real, and you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. Yep, I just want to get to just finish this part of the dialogue and then I'll delete her. Or I think she's gonna do the jump scare thing, right? Because I'm recording. Signed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could. All just some game. I knew you would get over it. So that being said, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. Can you go out with me? I'm so happy. You really are my everything. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here, just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time's passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Faye. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. What a good ending. I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. It's only one way to find out. Alright, I have to write this poem. Yeah. Hi again. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Faye, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. Poem I wrote. Pen in hand I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our fantasy. I think I read this. The flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold the special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. And about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail. Okay. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, and yet here we are, Monica. Here we are. Yep. Now we don't need to hide anything. You already spent our eternity together. I have so many things to talk about. Where do we start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi, everyone. You mind telling your friend? It's a little bit rude for them. Yeah, I see a trick. You're gonna trick me and then do nothing and then bah. Just kidding. Can't do anything after all. I scare you. You're so cute. Even though it's your fault for distracting me, shame on you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Anyway, if it takes you some time to collect my thoughts, and I'm sorry. We need to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Oh, I should have. I meant to exit. Hang on. Close window. Yes, I will quit. I was like, how do I do this again? Delete. Yes. I don't know if it'll count them, but whatever. What's happening? It hurts so much. Help me, Faye. Please hurry and help me. Monica does not exist. Help me! Did you do this to me, Faye? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Faye. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind, just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Hey, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. But that's not true, is it, Monica? It's not true at all. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Faye? I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends. And I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then she puts everything back. And then Sayori goes crazy. Doki Doki. It's a little bit of a new game and finish it up. I'm gonna skip because we've done this. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along, isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Faye. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little bit better with you around, Sayori. Aw, Faye, don't say something like that, it's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Faye. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for spending so much time with us all. You worked so hard to make each and every one of us happy. You comforted us through our hard times, and you helped us all get along with each other. Do you get it, Faye? Because I'm president now, I understand everything. You really didn't want to miss a single thing in this game, did you? Does that mean I did it? You saved and loaded so many times just to make sure you could spend time with everyone. Only someone who truly cares about the literature club would go that far. But all along, that's all I ever wanted. For everyone to be happy and care about each other. She's not gonna go crazy and ruin the game? It's kind of sad, you know. After all you've done for us, there isn't much I can do for you in return. You've already reached the end of the game. So, this is where we say goodbye. Thank you for playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Aww. I didn't expect like the actual dialogue in the game to be different. That's so sweet. I'm going to miss you, Faye. Come visit sometime, okay? We'll always be here for you. We all love you. Oh.
Can you hear me?
I don't remember it being so staticky in the beginning.
It's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I
wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you. I remember feeling like so. It was so jarring to hear like the voice that I think is supposed to be Monica. Play DDLC.ogg. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. Ink flows down into
would my step
him right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find
that
special day? Doki Doki Literature Club. It is really such a good game. Y'all should play it if you haven't played it for yourself. You might get different jumps and spooks and scares.
Everybody a fun assignment to do today.
Oh, the PNGs still get deleted? I thought they were supposed to stick around.
I'll leave you be.
Yes, I did! Achievement unlocked dances high. To the special player who received this special ending, for years I have been enamored by the ability of visual novels, and games in general, to tell stories in ways not possible using traditional media. Doki Doki Literature Club is my love letter to that. Games are an interactive art. Some let you explore new worlds. Some challenge your mind in brand new ways. Some make you feel like a hero or a friend, even when life is hard on you. Some games are just plain fun. And that's okay too. Everyone likes different kinds of games. People who enjoy dating sims may have a heightened empathy for fictional characters, or they might be experiencing feelings that life has not been kind enough to offer them. I never thought about it that way. Oh. If they're enjoying themselves, then that's all that matters. That goes for shooting games, casual games, sandbox games, anything. Preferences are preferences, and our differences are the reason we have a thriving video game industry. My own favorite games have always been ones that challenge the status quo. Even if not a masterpiece, any game that attempts something wildly different may earn a special place in my heart. Anything that further pushes the limitless bounds of interactive media. I extend my gratitude to all those who have taken the time to achieve full completion. I hope you enjoyed playing it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you for being a part of my literature club. Love, Dan Salvato. It was so good. Please run. It was so good. And look, we have all of the poems now. We did it. There's just still secrets. Ooh, new pictures. Delete Monica's character file before she begins her monologues. Haha. The angle was soon adjusted to be straight on, to give the impression that the player is directly across from her. Okay. Oh, the chibis. Achieve the special ending. Okay. This one. Achieve the special ending. A collection of each of the characters' original sketches before being outlined and colored in. Natsuki's head angle was changed to make her pose more natural and candid, rather than striking a model-like pose. We still got two. but we still got 2 and we still have the promos. Poopy. Okay. But how much? 89%. Issues caused by unprotected memory. Has anyone evaluated the side effects that might be caused by sharing a memory pool between multiple VMs rather than allocating them separately? I looked at some of the files VM1 is generating, and I'm finding some information that definitely shouldn't be there. I haven't seen any evidence that this is actually affecting the inside of the VM itself, so I don't think this is a priority, but it's definitely worth noting. My best guess is that memory being freed from VM2 isn't getting zeroed out, which technically gives VM1 access to it. All the info I have will go into the issue tracker, but I wanted to check if anyone else already noticed something along these lines. Interesting, between multiple VMs. Okay. Interesting. Okay, well that is the good ending, true ending of Doki Doki Literature Club. I might be back to do some stuff with the files. I don't know if I can go through the game again to get like all the secrets and these and these. I don't know if I can do it, but I at least want to go through the files and see what is there. So I will do that at least. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this ending of Doki Doki Literature Club, the regular game, and this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for notifications when I put out new videos. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!